It'd be fun today to come on and show you this long descending D harmonic minor run. It's just a great example of the kind of thing that I like to practice. A lot of my practice when I'm just working on technique is on one or two strings changing positions, because my style, I love to solo up and down the neck like this versus just across. I really play up and down the neck, and all my favorite players, the players that I look up to, tend to do that also. So I thought it'd be fun to come on and show you this lick. And this is a great workout for your picking hand. And the cool thing is you don't have to blaze it, just grind it out as fast as you can for it to sound good. What I always strive for is playing at a moderate to moderate fast tempo and really define whatever rhythm I'm playing, really get it swinging and have it sounding great and as clean as possible, and just kind of gradually work that up to speed. But the main thing for me is to feel the rhythm in the playing, that pulse in all the lines. And this is a great example of something that would be an example of that. And here's what I'm playing there. I'm playing 18, 15, 17, 18, 17, 15 on the second string, the classic Yngwie lick. Then I play 17, 15, 17, 18, 17, 15 on the second string. And I do that twice, like this. Then I jump down and I go 17, 14, 15, 17, 15, 14. 15, 14, 15, 17, 15, 14. And I do those two twice. Then I do this little turnaround lick where I play 17 on the second string to 13, 15, 17, 15, 13 on the first. Then I do the Yngwie lick on the first string, 17, 13, 15, 17, 15, 13. Then I shift positions to the 12 position. I play 15, 12, 13, 15, 13, 12. 13, 12, 13, 15, 13, 12. Then I play 13, 10, 12, 13, 12, 10. 12, 10, 12, 13, 12, 10. Then I play 12, 9, 10, 12, 10, 9. 10, 9, 10, 12, 10, 9. 13, 9, 10, 12, 10, 9. 10, 9, 10, 12, 10, 9. You can play that once or repeat that again. Then I go to the second string and I play 11, 8, 10, 11, 10, 8. 10, 8, 10, 11, 10, 8. Then I play 10, 6, 8, 10, 8, 6. 8, 6, 8, 10, 8, 6. Then I jump down and I play 8, 5, 6, 8, 6, 5. 6, 5, 6, 8, 6, 5. Then I play 6, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3. 5, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3. Then it's 5, 2, 3, 5-3-2, 3-2-3, 5-3-2, then end on 3. So that's the run. It's really a lot of fun to play, and it's real challenging to play those position shifts, keeping everything in sync with a really nice tone. You can play it at a medium tempo. That's what I recommend. I wouldn't recommend just grinding it out initially. Just go for a nice tone and really see if you can get those triplets to swing. Really get that foot tapping kind of triplet, sextuplet feel going. That's really the most important thing with a really nice tone. As much as I love to play guitar, and it's my whole life, music's my whole life, I love listening to music just as much. I listen to music continuously, constantly, and many different styles. I love everything from Radiohead to classical music, Spanish music, Middle Eastern music, blues. I mean, it's all in my playing. And as far as my guitar playing and technique, I still love to listen to the players I grew up with from the 80s. As much as I love a lot of the newer players, nothing will ever replace the love I have for the early 80s players that I grew up loving, the early to mid 80s players. They just hold a really special place in my heart, and my playing is really kind of derived from a lot of those styles. So I thought it'd be fun to come on time to time and talk a little bit about some of the albums that influenced me, what I got from them, and really what I'm listening to at the moment. And the first one's Vinnie Moore's Time Odyssey. This album, I can't even put into words what a big influence this album has been on me. Vinnie Moore is just one of the cleanest players around, and he can phrase his rhythms and everything is so defined, it's beautiful when he's playing. And he has a really nice tone, it's very pleasing to the ear. His articulation really is second to none. The guy is so articulate. This period of the 80s when Vinnie was just doing the neoclassical stuff is just stellar. I mean, some of the most amazing clean guitar playing you'll ever hear, and great melodic ideas, and his picking technique was just unbelievable and a huge influence on me. I mean, if you watch me play, you can see I got the Vinnie full elbow thing going, and that really opened a lot of doors for me. I actually saw him in a clinic, as I talked about, and he was doing the elbow kind of mechanic. My buddy looked over and said, he picks with his arm like you, and I wasn't really aware I was even picking with my arm until my buddy mentioned it, but I was never really worried about what motion mechanic I was using or how I was doing it. To me, it was all how it sounded. It's what notes and what music I'm playing, you know, how the notes sound. But this Vinnie Moore album, like I was saying, was just huge. You know, I was just a huge fan of Mind's Eye. That's probably one of my top 3 or 4 instrumental albums of all time. And then when Time Odyssey came out, his playing really developed, and you could hear harmonically he was going in different directions. Just a beautiful album with a great tone. You know, the songs Morning Star is just incredible. You have Into the Future, Beyond the Door, just a really cool kind of grooving song with a great solo. Message in a Dream is just another killer one. As Time Slips By is probably his greatest ballad. I mean, even to this day, I don't think Vinnie ever topped that in terms of ballad writing. And also his solos in that are just incredible. Race with Destiny is kind of this Al Di Meola meets metal song. It's just full of incredible soloing and incredible picking. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, another just beautiful cover with really just singing guitar tone, and he kind of copped Clapton's lines and mixed them with his neoclassical style. It's just brilliant. The Tempest is just a neoclassical masterpiece full of all sorts of movements with incredible acoustic playing, kind of Al Di Meola acoustic playing in the middle. You have Pieces of a Picture, you can hear the fusion elements in that. And he ends with kind of the Bach, April Sky. Just a great album, and like I said, the tone on this is just incredible. And it was just a huge one for me, a huge influence. You know, the attack that Vinnie had, his motion mechanics and everything, that's still with me to this day, and he's one of my biggest influences ever. The next album I've really been grooving on is Racer X's Snowball of Doom, the incredible live album that they recorded when they got back together, late 90s to like 2001, 2002, something like that. I can't see because I'm too old and I don't have my glasses. But Shrapnel Records released this, and it's just a great live album. I love the energy. They're a 4-piece here. No Bruce, unfortunately, but Paul carries the day brilliantly. And the songs in here are great. It's a great mix of the older classics with some of the newer stuff they were doing at the time. And Paul's tone is just real warm and rich, and his playing is always flawless and incredible and inspiring to me. Some of the songs in here they do is a great Scarify. They do a great version of Street Lethal, just a killer live version with a killer solo. I love that breakdown before the solo, and Paul just nails it. They do some newer songs like Phallic Tractor, Fire of Rock. They're a cool cover of Godzilla. I just love that cover. As well as some of the older stuff like Hammer Away. Just a great album, and Paul's really an inspiration to me still. I just love his tone around this period. It was really rich, and the band played brilliantly as they always do. Just a lot of fun. This is just a fun album. I love that kind of heavy metal. I mean, if my favorite kind of heavy metal would be like the Racer X stuff, as well as the Black Sabbath and Deep Purple, if you call them Deep Purple heavy metal. But Black Sabbath, Racer X, Iron Maiden, you're talking my language. A brilliant album, Racer X, Snowball of Doom. And the other thing I've been grooving on is the master Yngwie. And he really just picks incredible on this record. And it had a great band. I love the vocalist around this. It's around the Facing the Animal tour, I believe. And just great. They do like some great songs like Resurrection, Killer Rising Force. They do the cool Bedroom Eyes. They really groove on it. Braveheart, Seventh Sign, Trilogy. They do a killer Gates of Babylon. It's even better than the Inspiration one that he did. They do Alone in Paradise, another killer version of Pictures of Home. Never Dies is a great song. A killer Black Star. This album's great, and I love Yngwie's tone, and he's just perfect on it. I mean, every note is vibrato. I mean, he's Yngwie, but this is really some amazing Yngwie. If you are an Yngwie fan, you really have listened to just the early Yngwie, I think you really groove on this later 90s, 2000 Yngwie. It's just, he was playing amazing stuff. And him zooming up and down one string, I'm going to do a lesson on one string soloing. Yngwie was really a huge inspiration for me with that. And some of the licks we just did today is total Yngwie. I mean, just moving the Yngwie lick around. That's all I was doing. I got all that from Yngwie, just brilliant. So can't say enough about Yngwie. This double live album is just a masterpiece. Well, thanks a lot for joining me. I just had a blast today showing you some of these Yngwie-inspired runs in D harmonic minor and talking about a few of my favorite albums, which I'm going to really talk about some of my favorite solos and favorite albums. I'm just really going to have fun with my channel and kind of have a mix between like lessons and also just, I'm a fan of music, talking about the music I love. So if you like this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And to all of you that have, thanks a lot. I really appreciate your comments and likes very much. It's great hearing from you. So until next time, have fun picking.